Hey, hi guys. So today is day 5 of the 30 days Amazon challenge, and I'm actually, traveling, so I'm not gonna talk much. I'm not gonna show you any products today. Um, but I just feel it's important we talk about something today um, that has been a concern to me, and this is something we see a lot in Nigeria and basically all over Africa. Um, it's what you call product finishing, and this is something we see especially everywhere in Nigeria. When you have people who build houses for you, you have a beautiful house that you spend millions to build, and then when it comes to fixing the door, they fix a door and the door is shaky. That is product finishing. I remember once when I was in Nigeria, somebody came to fix a toilet door in our house, and by the time he finished fixing the door, he had cut almost a significant portion of the door, and you are in the toilet, somebody could come in and be looking on the tree, and I asked him, what the hell is this? And he was like, he just gave stories here and there, you know but the key thing is that we have a real big issue when it comes to finishing of products, and that is going to affect your ability to sell in the international market. So what do I mean by product finishing? It's we are looking at, now you have a very good product. How do you present it? That is the finishing. How is the packaging? That is the finishing. Now, why is this important? This is important for a few reasons. One, the packaging is the first impression that your customers get, and you need to make a very good impression. There's no doubt in that, and I'm sure all of us know. Not only about making a good first impression, your packaging will raise the perceived value of your item. So, for let me give an example. You buy a Tommy Hilfiger watch, for example, probably $100 maximum, 150. If it's too expensive, 200, $300. And then you buy maybe a Zenith wristwatch for $4,000, or a Tag Heuer for $6,000, $7,000. Now, when you look at the finishing that is used to hand over those watches to you, while the Tommy Hilfiger of $100 has a cardboard box, with a little things, that for a Zenith wristwatch will come in a wooden case that is polished, shiny, and everything. That is the finishing we're talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you that if you're selling a $20 or $10 wristwatch, you should go and put it in a wooden cage. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if your packaging is supposed to be round at the edge, let it be round at the edge. Let it not be the one that somebody will put their hand and it will cut their hand. And I'm saying this because we have a customer from Benin. I hope she's listening. And she sent some things to us. And one of the challenges I had with our products was the finishing of the packaging, and we had to actually ship it back to her, and we are working with her now on what she needs to do to improve the packaging, because these things are very important. One thing you also need to know about finishing is that with that first good impression the customer sees on your products, there is going to be a very high likelihood that they will reorder those items. You know, Secondly, apart from reordering, the third one is that you will not have a lot of returns on your item. Remember, when we sell for you on Amazon, we are using our own account because you from Nigeria cannot register an Amazon account. So we have to be very careful. When there's a high number of returns on your items, it's a bad signal from Amazon, and they may, have some issues with our account. It won't be in good standing. So we are very careful to make sure that anything we accept meets a certain level of standard. So packaging is very important. Now, How do you get good packaging? Now, it's very simple, and I like simplicity in business, and I hope everybody will follow that route. You do not need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to packaging. So for example, you are making some form of beads or necklace or something that you want to sell, and you feel it should be in a package. Now, what I would advise you to do is go to some of the big supermarkets around you, go to some of the stores that sell such things, and look at the type of package that they put the existing beads or wristwatch and every and so-called things inside, and try to duplicate it. Now, we are not saying again, get clear what I'm saying. If you are selling a product for say $20, you don't need to go and spend another $20 on the packaging. You can make a package for $2, for $1, but let it be decent. That's what I'm saying. you know, when you are supposed to have the edges joint, let it be joint. Let me tell you a story. You know, I think that was probably 10 years ago when we opened our first office in Lagos, and we were trying to install these metal doors, these metal doors that they hang up and down for safety. And we looked for who could install it, and there was one guy that came highly recommended. And when the guy came, he said, "Oh, for 2, 3 days we couldn't see him." When he finally came, he said, yes, that he just flew back from Asaba, that he went to Asaba to fix such doors, that he's so good, in fact, that people fly him all over the country. He was in Kaduna a few days back and cool to fix the doors. So I was really excited, because, coming from US, I want to always make a good impression no matter what it is that we do. So I gave the guy the job, go ahead and fix this door. And when the guy finished fixing the door, I was so disappointed. You know, the concrete and everything, I mean, it just looked like what a child did. That was from my point of view. And you know what was so amazing? When I told the people who were running the office, what's your view on the door? They didn't really see anything much bad with it. And that goes to show you the mindset of what we are used to versus what it should be. And I told the guy, you need to either fix this or you take down this door, or I'm not going to pay for it. And you know the funny thing? The guy knew what he ought to do. He now went back and fixed the door, and the door was perfect. Why am I saying this story? I'm saying it because a lot of times we give people, carpenters, mechanics, different painters, jobs to do for us, and we accept the poor quality that they provide. You need to stop it. If you are giving somebody a job for you to do, make sure he does it correctly, make sure he does it accurately. If he's painting a wall for you, there should not be, say one side of the wall is red and the other side is blue. The red one should not be, entering where the blue, let them do it perfectly. If they don't do it perfectly, reject it. That is the problem we have with standards packaging. And this thing pervades all aspects of our life in Nigeria, and it needs to stop. If you want to work with us, you need to be ready to meet the standard that the Americans are ready to accept. And again, I will say it again, packaging does not have to be expensive. I'll tell another story. For the past 3-4 years, I work with Nigerian Export Promotion Council, and there is this event in Florida, food and beverage show, and I have pushed them for many years so that they exhibit Nigerians there. So for some, I think that was about 2 years ago, they finally agreed, and NEPC sponsored about 3 companies. They paid for the booths, about $10,000 for 3 booths, and I was actually the one that made the payment on their behalf, and obviously they refunded me the money. And what I saw that day was an eyesore, and I'm gonna be frank. If NEPC people, we need to be open and do these things correctly. The people they brought, some representatives, I think she's the vice president of one of the high associations. I'm not going to mention the association, but the products they brought was laughable. I was so disappointed. You know, the display that this woman brought was boko gari. I'm sure some of you know what boko gari is. It is hardened gari in balls, and the packaging was like pure water nylon. So basically, you know, when you, not even pure water nylon, when you go to the streets to buy a car, you know, the nylon that they put it in, and they will just tie it. That was what the woman put the Bukugari inside. So what happened? You know, obviously being high in the association, they use their connection, and you know that's how they put their name on it. They did not have any product to present. Just beside us, South Africa had about 10 booths, and if you see the quality of products that the South Africans were displaying, packaging, finishing is very important. It was amazing. You know what happened? South Africa took 10 booths. They had 30 booths reserved for Africa. The next year, South Africa wanted to take the whole 30 booths. Why? Because there are companies that came, made so much money from the referrals they got at that business that their government was willing to pay for all 30 booths. Can you see how Nigeria is losing? And that is why when I'm talking to you guys, please, if you follow my steps, I'm looking at things from the US mindset, not the Nigerian mindset, and it will help you. When I tell you do it this way, please do it this way. So again, not all products need packaging. You don't need to be expensive, but it needs to be decent. You know, we're going to do a lot in the course. There's something we call Amazon Brand Registry. And for those who subscribe to the main course, you are going to be able to do this. And it's a way that we will put your brand on Amazon. So when we are listing your product, it will have your company name on Amazon. And to qualify for this, we're going to work with you. Make sure that your packaging, your finishing, everything is perfect. So again, guys, thank you for listening. Like I said, this is day 5. I decided to bring this, and I'm not showing you other products because it is important. It is one of the key things that I see is a challenge. Let me also mention it. You know, we had a very great person that I'm working with. In fact, as I'm in Nigeria, I'm going to be seeing her. She has this honey product. Now, we've not been able to list the honey because the packaging it came with, it wasn't acceptable to me. You know, a lot of it spilled while in transit, and you know, so I mean, we will work with you, but we want you to follow our advice when we give it to you, and make sure it works. Don't accept any quality that is below international professional standard. Like I said again, if you have an idea, go to some of the big supermarkets, look at the quality of their packaging and try to copy it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, don't try to do anything fancy, just do what is working. Again, this is day 5. I'm excited. A lot of you have been sending me great messages, and I look forward to meeting some of you on this trip to Nigeria shortly. Tomorrow, day 6, I don't know what I'm going to be presenting. You know, I don't plan this ahead. I just say it based on what I see. But again, thank you all so much. Our vision is to make sure that by the end of this year, 2021, we have at least 1,000 Nigerian companies selling on Amazon. And again, realize selling on Amazon is just the beginning. If you can sell on Amazon and you have suppliers who want to buy your products from the UK, you don't need to do much talk. All you need to do is just tell them, look, this is my product, check out the link on Amazon. I have a brand that is selling on Amazon, and that's it for you. Guys, again, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow, and stay blessed and remain good. Take care.